Hey, sweetie.
Like better knowing like what those sprouts stink whatever you cook from.
Really?
Yes! I saw that storyboards. Next winter sprouts stink.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Jerry?
Hey, hey. Are you?
Hey, there he is.
Yeah.
No,
So,
not yet.
so, um, what I did, um, I, if you Ken, if you remember, and Barry, I'm not sure if you were able to see it, but I went into the projector settings, and I when I engaged the projector option, I didn't set any limit on how much to project to the display, and what it did is it tiled a whole series of scenes. And
So you're supposed to limit the number of scenes, like
well,
1 to 100, or
I think the the reason my machine in particular ground to a halt when I pressed that setting, the reason it did is because I've been making those incredibly heavy scenes, like with 15 image slideshows on one scene, right? Where
right?
whereas I was watching somebody work with the projector option, and you can also see a really cool demo of it if you like. Just Google on YouTube using projectors on OBS,
Right.
and the particular guy that I saw, I think it was like a chess. Like his stream is like maybe a chess stream,
Right.
right? So
As in chess, as in the game.
the game of chess, right? You know, knight,
Yes.
king, queen, or whatever. It's big on Twitch. Actually, the it's just a simple. It's like you run the chess game, and the pieces are there on the board. It's like 2D, and you drag the pieces when you make the moves or whatever. But anyway, this guy had this projector layout, and there was like a bunch of different. It's like when it would go to projector layout, he would deliver over the stream a bunch of different scenes. But each scene was not a heavy scene. It would be like this opponent and that opponent, this match and that match. So it would be like scenes that really were just showing a still image. Whereas when I hit that, I projected something like 15 scenes that were all doing multiple full slideshows. So my machine just ground to a halt.
Mm.
But Barry, can you hear me?
Yes.
If you, well, I'm gonna show. Let's see if I can get my OBS. Okay,
Well, I'm
that
trying to download OBS, and it's saying that it's already running. When I try to finish setting it up, it says OBS Studio is already running. Please close before installing the new version, which
okay,
it's when it's not running.
okay, and I will explain that to you. I know it sounds mysterious, but if you remember earlier, I was advising you about Streamlabs. If Streamlabs has been run, chances are OBS 64.exe is still running. In other words, OBS Studio, it's like Streamlabs is like an interface that sits on top of OBS Studio. So if you had run Streamlabs on your computer, it's possible that the OBS process was still running. So if all else fails and you don't know how to find uh, the the task in the task manager and kill it, you can restart your computer, let all your normal startup stuff start, and once your computer is restarted or whatever, then right click on the OBS icon, the OBS Studio icon, the circle, the black circular thing with the white thing. You right click on that and then select open. And that's just a way to try to make sure that you don't start it twice. Here's the thing that will happen. It happens to me all the time. Is that I'll go to start OBS and I'll double click and I'll be like, wait, did I, I might have accidentally triple clicked. I've got Macarena index finger disease or whatever. And I thought I clicked twice, but actually I clicked 4 times. And that would also cause that error to happen if OBS. One thing you can do is it says if OBS is already running, is just say, okay, cancel. I don't want to run it again, and then wait. And just give it time and then let it start up. Ooh, I got scratched this morning.
So do you want me to restart my computer or just leave it for a couple hours?
Well, no, don't leave it for a couple of hours. I actually, do you know your Windows key? Can you see your Windows key?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a Windows key, like the left-hand Windows key. Up above it, there's a Z and there's an X. If you hit Windows X, a little menu will pop up, and in that menu, I hope this stupid thing is not, well, did a menu pop up? Or did,
Yes.
okay, on that menu, select Task Manager.
Okay.
All right, now Task Manager, you hit Windows X, a menu comes up. Oh yeah, here it is. I don't know what I did, but something else came up. But you hit Task Manager, and I'm going to bring this over onto my main screen so you can see it. I'm going to enlarge it, right, and see if I can see. I've sorted by name all the processes running on my computer. Right, I can scroll down and I can see where OBS Studio is. Right, and sometimes, for example, you may have run Streamlabs, and in this list here, you'll see something like OBS Studio, OBS64.exe or something. That if that's running, that will also give you that error. So, if in doubt,
So how do I make
okay,
after what?
in your Windows Task Manager, do you see this OBS Studio thing in the list? Like, you click on this name, you see where my mouse is? It's on the name part. It gets sorted by name, and then you can scroll down the list until you get to O, and there's a OBS Studio heading there. If you see OBS64.exe or OBS Studio, you can right click on it and choose to end task.
No, I do not see OBS Studio, but Streamlabs is running.
That's your problem. Kill Streamlabs. So scroll down the list until you see Streamlabs.
So
And
just
or
end
you
task. Right click on
yeah,
task.
right click on it and end task. Yeah. And okay, I put the okay. That time, okay. I gotta make a mental note of where I'm putting my magnifier thing so I can use it more effectively.
Okay, so OBS is no longer in No longer in use.
Yeah. All right. So now you could right click on the OBS icon
There we
and
go.
it should start up.
Okay, it's installing right now.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you couldn't install because Streamlabs was running. That's wow. We troubleshot that problem and took care of it. I still somebody Blood Wolf. When was that? I don't know. I did something. My time signatures are not showing on my chats anymore. Blood Wolf. I'm doing a streaming game development class, which I'm going to be doing every day from 3 o'clock till 4 o'clock. But having said that, Ken, and this is particularly directed towards you. Uh, Here is what I would call a lightweight scene. I'm going to switch to it. Hopefully, it's going to work. Maybe it's not. And I don't know if this is coming through yet. Okay. All right. So you can see I've loaded a Stream Elements intermission layout, and I'm gonna go in here and see what's going on with this.
Yeah, I see it, but your screen is frozen.
Yeah. Well.
It's going like maybe
It's
one frame a second or something like that.
right. Exactly. It's 1/10 or like a frame every 10 seconds or something like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know why it's doing that. It probably had a hard time recovering from when I hit it so hard with that flipping on the projector and trying to project all those scenes all at once. But I'm gonna sort my task manager and have a look at what's going on with my memory. No, it's inexplicable. I don't know. Maybe I just need to restart. But in this simple layout, this shouldn't be demanding that much. All I have is that's the problem right there. I've got the dang thing turned off.
What do you have turned off?
I have well, no, I'm not sure. No, this thing was supposed to be turned off. I'm not sure why my I had like I collected a bunch of scenes from Gamera movies.
Right.
And I sorted them in the 16:9. I put ones that were like 16:9 into a folder which I called HD. And that layout in the center of it, it's got that black area. That's where my where I want to show the image slideshow. And it was running really good, but now, not so good. Our class is about to come to an end, I think. Did we get a warning?
I haven't seen it, but it's 3:59.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's really slow to load that. You can see that I've gone into the slideshow and I removed the directory. I was going to add it again, and that should repair it. But the point of the whole thing that I was trying to say is like, okay, well, we've done this thing where we've got 15 slideshows on one page, and we've got some stability issues and so on. And the stability issues that we're seeing right now are probably related to the fact that I overloaded it by sending a bunch of heavily animated scenes to the projector layout on the display, and the software hasn't recovered from that yet. All right, so that's why we've got a sort of different situation there. But my final point for this lesson is that here's what I'm proposing next. You know, to have a bunch of lightweight scenes where, say, there's only one image slideshow, one layout with a camera and maybe a display capture. So here's the idea for. It's like the thing is how do I have something new, something fresh, something cool on demand, right? If I want to go to a different layout or something like that, how do I have it on demand? And my next proposal as a good idea is to have a layout that has the Stream Elements browser as a source. So it's got whatever I'm bringing from Stream Elements. It's got one camera, one display capture, and one image slideshow. Period. Right? Now, I think the next thing to test for that, for performance issues and so on, is to like make a setup where I have maybe 50 lightweight scenes like that, or 25 or something like that, and see if how it works. But having said that, I think we're at a good stopping play. Well, let's see. Yeah, my machine is so lagged out. Yeah, I sent too much to it. So I'm gonna stop there, and we'll pick it up again on the next class. But Barry, if you're still there, is he still there? No, he dropped.
Yeah, he's still there.
Oh, he's still there. Okay. If you got your Twitch set up, right?
Yes.
Okay. So to connect, once your OBS is set up, in the process of setting it up, it's like, what are you going to connect to?
I just set it all up.
Oh, okay, great, outstanding. Man, Barry, you're like way ahead of the game, man. You're really amazing. All right, so. Okay, Ken, I just discovered the reason my machine is lagging out again is I think that hard drive power supply thing. It's like the Seagate is.
The Seagate's full again.
No, it's not full again. I have this one drive with Stream Assets on it, and it's a really old drive.
So it's a data transfer rate issue.
Well, it seems to me, I tell you, whenever this happens, this particular OBS lockdown, whenever this happens, to fix it, all I have to do is disconnect the power supply. You know, it's not like a straight USB 4 terabyte drive that's like the size of a deck of cards. It's like an older big box, and it's got a transformer cord that plugs into it or whatever.
Understand.
And that whenever this happens, this particular thing that we were seeing, where my machine was like totally locking up, was that problem.
Right.
We got
15-minute warning just picked up.
Oh, okay. So now my stuff should be fixed, and the reason why we should remember this is that okay. So a couple of things. I've got a lot of chat here on top of the and you can see this guy that got on the earlier stream. Somebody said, "What Skype?" The Discord. It's like the young people are all using Discord. They don't even know what Skype is, right? And the guy on the chat is like, "Kids these days don't know what Skype is?" The question mark. He's like, "Man, you just reveal you old, man. You old." But
I told you the story about being in line at the grocery store and the young lady in front of me didn't know who Madonna was.
And I said, wait a minute, you know who Mick Jagger is, don't you? She goes, yeah. I go, okay, I was just checking. So, yeah. Yeah, Madonna's still trying to maintain relevance. So, this person's more of a, what was the name of the brunette that married the guy from Lord of the Rings? Anyway, whatever her name is, I want to say Paige. But anyway, I mean, now it's all these young girls are into like Taylor Swift. So
yeah. There's a funny. Is it Taylor Swift that does that "Shake It Off" song?
I don't know.
Shake it off, shake it off. The haters gonna hate.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it is.
Taylor Swift, right? Okay. Well, there's this comedian actress, and she does a channel. I'm a big fan of it, and every time I see some, it's like my wife was like watching that Taylor Swift video, and I was like, "That's so lame." She stole that from Miranda Sings. And Miranda Sings is like a YouTube character that's sort of like this, like Jezebel, Nimrod-esque or whatever. I'm so great. But she's an actress, and she puts on this this really funny character called Miranda Sings. And she brags about, like, oh, I was the vocal instructor for Ariana Grande or whatever. And you're looking at it and you're going, she's so full of it that, there's no way. But actually, yeah, she's a professional actress. And I think she actually was one of Ariana Grande's, her real personality, the real person or whatever, actually did, in fact, give singing lessons to these people. And, but when people are like watching, what is it, Taylor Swift, and like, oh, this is so great. And then I go, oh, she stole that from Miranda Sings. They get really irritated. They're like, no, she did not. Miranda Sings didn't make that. Miranda Sings stole it from her, Anyway. But while I'm here, you can see this is something important that I want to cover again, because we talked about this before, is what we're looking at here on my screen. You see the properties for browser, right? And the browser source is where you send a URL to OBS Studio. Now, my browser source in this case, I'm getting ready to do the magnifier, right, is from Stream Elements. So I've set up this layout that we were looking at from Stream Elements, right? And there's the code for it. And it's my chat overlay, right? Now, why did I come here? I wanted to get rid of the chat on my layout page. And the way that I do it is here. Can everybody see that button? Refresh cache of current page. Can you see that?
Yes, I see that.
Okay. All right. So when I hit two things, if I am in Stream Elements and I'm changing the font, I'm changing the stroke, I'm changing the look, I'm changing the layout of my chat, and it's not working in OBS, I need to hit this button. Right? And then it's going to fix that problem. So there's a couple reasons why. The basic reason it's like if somebody like said something nasty or something like that, it's a quick way to get that off the page without putting on Twitch enforcement stuff. I prefer if somebody's going to be, with their butt on their shoulders or whatever like that. I'll try to say it in a nice way. If somebody's going to be a jerk on my chat, I'd rather leave it up there and let everybody see what kind of person they are, if possible. If it's really awful, if I want to get rid of it, rather than put controls on my chat, which are going to blanket block people from saying things, I want people to be able to freely express themselves and stuff. Let's get it all out on the table. I think that's important and it can be valuable, right? So I don't want to initiate the Twitch chat controls if I don't have to. But if somebody said something really rude or nasty or hurtful, especially to another person in the chat, and I wanted to get rid of it, I could go here and hit this button. Does everybody understand that?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
refresh cache of current page, and now I'm going to zoom back out, and as you can see, on my layout now, none of the chat is showing anymore. So I'm going to, just to demonstrate, I'm going to go hello and send a hello across from my dock. If you could see me typing there, I've got that now the hello has appeared on the bottom of my layout. Can you see that? Hey, sweetie.
Yes.
My daughter just came out. All right. How you doing there? This is my daughter. Can you? Well, actually, I don't have a layout with showing my camera in it right now, so you can't see me. I would have to.
I see you in the lower right. So.
Oh, you see my daughter?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Did you make a new Roblox game today? Nana? How you doing? Is your cold pack and for you, Barry, this may be a little bit advanced, this layout. You're not gonna see all this stuff on your default setup. But you can set it up by using docks. If you look at the top menu, right? By default, OBS is going to just have scene sources, audio mixer, scene transitions, controls. Okay, so I've got to go. I got to go fix my peanut butter and jelly sandwich and orange juice and stuff for my daughter. So that's going to be all for today. But I'm really glad, Barry. I really appreciate you coming and playing so dang well. With, I consider it an honor for somebody with a 1500 squad power to jump in 5 versus 5 death matches with somebody with 3600 squad power. That's awful, right? Because there were some people with serious firepower. You remember that guy with the cheetah? Well, This America, the bot? Yeah, man, that guy was way overpowered compared to you. Like, he was like overpowered compared to me. His squad power was higher than me, right? So if you're at 1500, right, that's more than double your squad power, and yet we won over and over again. So that you should be proud of that, and I'm proud of it, for you. But it also helps my progress path and stuff. So I hope we get the game together some more like that. and I'm gonna hang up and get my daughter's lunch or dinner.
See you tomorrow, David.
All right, see you next time.